you look around your home at all your stuff and you don't feel like a minimalist with a complete sense of zen, you're definitely not alone. In this video, I'll help you overcome the hurdle of parting with all your extraneous possessions with 3 tips on how to declutter your home. And side note, it's amazing what happens when you declutter. There is a total mental decluttering that happens too, which is when, and I see this all the time, you make space for magical things like creativity and big accomplishments that come to life. So watch until the end because the world needs your post-clutter gifts. I'm Sid Meyer, founder of Second Wind Movement and a life coach for older adults, and my personal mission is to help you lead your best retirement life. You might not realize it, but the physical clutter in your home can have a major impact on your mental health. When your environment is disorderly and chaotic, it can lead to stress and anxiety. In fact, research has shown that physical clutter can actually reduce your brain's ability to focus and process information, which means clutter isn't just a physical issue. It's an issue of disorganization in your brain. To gently nudge you to follow our decluttering tips today, just 3 benefits of decluttering your home are better sleep. A study by Pamela Thatcher, assistant professor of psychology at St. Lawrence University in Canton, New York, found that people who sleep in cluttered rooms are more likely to experience sleeping problems. A healthier diet. Researchers at Florida State University revealed a link between hoarding and obesity, where people with extremely cluttered homes are 77% more likely to be overweight. Improved physical health. Research from out of Indiana University found that people with clean houses are healthier than those with messy houses, and tidy homes are a predictor for physical health more so than neighborhood walkability. The correlation is straightforward. The more physical order you have in your environment, the more order you have mentally too. So now that you're hopefully convinced it's time, here's how to declutter your house. Starting with number 1, set start and stop boundaries. An effective way to declutter your home is to do it in small bite-sized commitments with a set limitation for starting and stopping. The most important thing is to commit to it daily and consistently until your whole home is decluttered. If you're familiar with my content, my all-time favorite themes in life is based on the magic formula of micro steps plus mini goals, which is key for overcoming procrastination. And this formula is so relevant when it comes to paring down your possessions. Basically, break down the decluttering of your entire home into mini goals backed by even smaller micro steps and tackle them one micro step at a time consistently. All you need are start and stop boundaries based on either time or space until your goals are met. For example, you can pick a room, say your bathroom, and set either a time-based boundary like 10 a.m. to noon, or a space boundary, for instance, 3 drawers. You can consider this well-defined space that's dedicated to your task of decluttering your microstep, and that's it. Don't go beyond your microstep until the next day. And the reason why this method works so well is that it saves you from overwhelming yourself with yet another unfinished project that you simply start and don't complete, which I hear about all the time, especially with decluttering. So the main takeaway here is to be as consistent as possible with conquering your micro steps and mini goals, and to not stop your regular cadence until your decluttering project is all wrapped up. If you skip a day, that's fine. Just hop back onto 1 micro step per day, and that's it. If you need some help with micro stepping, download our free ebook that will explain how powerful this method is and how to apply it to basically anything in your life. We'll leave a link in the description below this video for you. Our second tip is to use the 4-box method. Even though there are a few versions of this method, it's a pretty straightforward way to declutter your home by categorizing your items. As the name suggests, get 4 boxes and then simply label them: trash for dumping items, recycle for recycling instead of trashing, donate for giving away items, keep or relocate for putting items back where they belong. So this is the only box where possessions remain in the home. Just like the first method, the key with this one is to start off in 1 room of your home. Hone in on just one area of that 1 room and start going through your possessions one by one, as in literally put everything that you touch into one of the 4 boxes. And while it may be tempting to do something with some of your belongings as you go through them, don't. Save that for later. For instance, if you're decluttering your bedroom and you find a coffee cup that's like crept its way onto your nightstand, don't put it away just yet into the kitchen. Instead, put it into the keep or relocate box, and then try to save the relocating for later, which will keep you focused on your task at hand. This will keep you focused on paring down and away from distractions that might slow you down or derail you from your task at hand. It'll also help keep you inside your start and stop time limits. And finally, number 3, practice making keep or toss decisions. The reason why I use the word practice is because by training yourself to make quicker decisions on what to leave in and out of your home, you'll easily maintain the tidiness of your home after your big decluttering project is over. So there's 2 ways that I recommend. The first is tapping into your emotional attachment to your possessions. If you've heard of Marie Kondo, the author of The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, you're probably familiar with her signature KonMari method of decluttering. So Marie teaches you how to declutter by systematically working through 5 categories of your belongings, from clothing all the way to sentimental items. The key insight, though, to glean from Marie's work is in her process of working through sentimental possessions. So her motto for deciding whether or not you should keep something is keep only items that spark joy. To use her famous philosophy, literally just hold up an item to see if you immediately spark joy inside. If it doesn't, then thank the item, literally, like say it out loud, and pass it on to someone else who can use it. If you don't want to go the emotional route, another great way to make these keep or toss choices is to base your decision on usage. So ask yourself, have I used this item in the last 12 months? If the answer is no, it's time to purge. If the decision isn't as black and white as that, ask yourself more follow-up questions like, will I use this again? Or is it worth the space that it takes up in my home to keep it? And if you still find yourself resisting letting go of items, try using a temporary holding space before committing to letting go of certain items. For example, if you're on the fence about some items and you're not sure if you'll need to use them again, you can put them in a temporary holding box. So it's something that sits in a box for like 6 months without getting used, then you know that you don't need it. But if you find yourself digging into the box to grab it and use it, then it's probably worth keeping. Chances are, though, there are plenty of unused excess items in your home, given that a staggering 80% of the items that people keep around are never used. So if you're ready to clear out space for more zen and creativity and accomplishments, you can access the major benefits of decluttering using just these 3 surefire methods. It's totally worth it for your mental and your physical health, and it doesn't have to be an overwhelming project that you dread. To recap, there are numerous benefits to decluttering, including reducing stress and anxiety, better sleep, healthier eating habits, and improved health. To declutter, try these 3 proven ways. Number 1, try decluttering your home by committing to a daily micro-step within a mini goal and setting hard boundaries for starting and stopping, whether that's a time or a space limit. Number 2, use the 4-box method to organize your belongings into categories: trash, recycle, donate, and keep or relocate. And number 3, practice using 2 methods for making keep or toss decisions, which are recognizing the emotions evoked and the level of usage. Once you've cleared out the much needed space, you can fill it with intentional opportunities. If you found this video helpful, please let us know by liking it with a thumbs up, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to see more of our content, which also helps us do our job better of helping older adults live their best retirement years. So I will see you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.